Hi everyone, my name is Nur Sararahana binti Razlan. My metric number is 313361. In this video, I will be presenting a short background on two Malaysian companies, Inari Ametron Berhad and Icon Offshore Berhad. Both companies operate in different sectors, but each plays an important role in Malaysia industrial development. Inari Ametron Berhad. Inari Ametron Berhad was founded in 2010 and is listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia under the technology sector. The company started by offering semiconductor assembly and testing services, mainly focusing on radio frequency components used in wireless communication devices. As the years passed, Inari expanded its operation through new facilities, partnerships, and acquisitions. One of its major growth steps was taking over Ametron operations in the Philippines and China. This helped the company grow from a local manufacturer into an international semiconductor provider. Currently, Inari operates more than 28 manufacturing plants across Malaysia, the Philippines, and China. Its services include RF testing, optoelectronic products, sensors, optical transceivers, system-in-package solution, and automation technologies. Inari works with global clients across sectors such as telecommunications, consumer electronics, automotive, and data centers, supporting technologies like 5G, IoT, EVs, and Icon Offshore Berhad. Icon Offshore Berhad is a Malaysian investment holding company whose core business is carried out through its subsidiaries in the offshore marine support sector. The group focuses on vessel ownership and leasing, as well as providing offshore support vessel catering and ship management services for the oil and gas industry. Over time, Icon Offshore has become one of the leading offshore support vessel providers in the region. Its diverse fleet supports various offshore activities, including exploration, production, and maintenance work in offshore fields. The company also ensures its fleet remains efficient by carrying out regular maintenance, repairs, dry docking, and the strategic disposal of aging vessels. These steps help keep the fleet competitive and aligned with current market needs. Overall, Icon Offshore focuses on delivering dependable and integrated marine logistics services that are essential for offshore energy operations.
My name is Nurshifa Shabika binti Cik Suleiman and my metric number is 313298. Today, I will be presenting the liquidity ratios for Inari Ametron and Icon Offshore, focusing on the current ratio and the quick ratio. So, first one is current ratio. Based on my calculation, Inari Ametron has a current ratio of 7.88. This means that for every ringgit of current liabilities, the company has 7 ringgit and 88 cents of current assets. This shows a very strong liquidity position, meaning Inari is easily able to pay its short-term obligation. Other than that, for Icon Offshore, the current ratio is 0.66. This means the company only has 66 cents of current assets for every ringgit of liabilities. This is below the ideal benchmark, indicating weaker liquidity and possible difficulty in paying short-term debts. Second is quick ratio. Inari Ametron also shows a strong quick ratio of 7.36. This means the company can settle its short-term debts even without relying on inventory, which reflects excellent immediate liquidity. However, Icon Offshore has a quick ratio of 0.65. This means that after excluding inventory, the company only has 65 cents of quick asset for every ringgit of liabilities. This shows quick liquidity position of Icon Offshore. Overall, Inari Ametron demonstrates much stronger liquidity than Icon Offshore. Both of Inari's liquidity ratios are very high, showing strong financial stability and minimal short-term risk. Meanwhile, Icon Offshore's ratio, both below 1.0, indicate potential difficulties in meeting short-term obligations. So, for my suggestion, Inari Ametron, although the liquidity is very strong, extremely high ratios may suggest that assets are underutilized. The company could channel excess liquidity into expansion, automation, and technology upgrades to generate better returns. While for Icon Offshore, the company should aim to strengthen short-term financial management by improving cash flow collection, tightening credit terms, and reducing costs. Selling underutilized assets may also help boost liquidity and strengthen working capital. So that's conclude my presentation on the liquidity ratios of both companies. Hi
Hi everyone, my name is Nuria binti Sharsha. My metric number is 313250 and I will talk about the activity ratio analysis comparing Inari Emerton and Icon Offshore. First, start with the total asset turnover. Inari recorded a turnover of 0.45 times, meaning that for every ringgit invested in asset, the company generates 45 cents in sales revenue. This shows that Inari uses its assets fairly efficiently to produce income. On the other hand, Icon Offshore recorded a lower turnover of 0.27 times, indicating weaker asset utilization. This could be due to understand asset or slower operational activity, and Icon may need to improve its operational efficiency. Next is the account receivable turnover. Inari's turnover is 7.21 times, showing that the company collects its receivable quickly and has efficient credit policies. This reduces the risk of bad debt and strengthens liquidity. Icon Offshore's turnover, however, is 3.82 times, which means it takes them longer to collect payments. This slower collection can lead to cash flow issues and a higher risk of uncollected debt. In comparison, both companies show room for improvement, but Inari outperforms Icon Offshore in terms of asset usage and receivable collection. Inari's higher ratios indicate stronger operational effectiveness, whereas Icon Offshore needs to enhance its utilization and credit management. Finally, here are the suggestions. For Inari, the company can further increase return by maximizing production capacity, reducing downtime, and improving equipment usage. Exploring new markets can also help diversify its customer base and reduce reliance on a few clients. For Icon Offshore, improving asset utilization should be a priority. This can be done by strengthening marketing efforts, forming strategic partnerships, and expanding operations into emerging offshore regions. By securing more long-term charter contracts, Icon can ensure stable revenue and make better use of its fleet.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Hayati binti Muhammad Rashid. My metric number is 313307. Today I will presenting a brief profitability comparison between Inari Ametron and Icon Offshore. First of all, for the profit margin, Inari achieved a strong margin of 20.29%, meaning the company earns about 20 cents profit for every 1 ringgit in sales. This reflects good cost control and efficient operation. Meanwhile, for Icon Offshore, recorded only 3.36%, showing much weaker profitability due to higher operating costs and lower revenue efficiency. Next, for return on equity, Inari ROE is 11.12%, which means it uses shareholder funds effectively and generates solid return. Meanwhile, Icon Offshore ROE is much lower at 1.89%, showing poor utilization of shareholder capital. Overall, Inari clearly outperformed Icon Offshore in both profitability measures. Inari benefit from strong management, efficient cost control, and stable revenue. Meanwhile, Icon Offshore struggled with high costs and industry-related challenges. For suggestion, Inari can continue improving by tightening production processes, expanding automation, and offering more specialization services. For Icon Offshore, the focus should be on reducing operating costs, improving revenue efficiency, and using digital tools like predictive maintenance to enhance performance. In conclusion, Inari shows strong profitability, while Icon Offshore needs strategic improvement. In conclusion, Inari shows strong profitability, while Icon Offshore needs strategic improvement to boost their return. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Siti Nurliana binti Cik Nur Intan and my matrix number is 313271. I'm here to present about leverage ratio. The first one is debt to asset ratio. As you can see, the Inari Amertron debt to asset ratio is 0.11, which means 11% shows a small portion of the assets is financed through debt. It also shows a low level of financial risk and strong solvency. Meanwhile, Icon Offshore debt to asset ratio is 0.48. That shows 48%, nearly half, are financed through debt. For debt to equity ratio, we can see that Inari Amertron is 0.01, means for every 1 ringgit of shareholders' equity, company only has 0.01 ringgit of debt. However, Icon Offshore debt to equity ratio is 0.66, which means for every 1 ringgit for shareholders' equity, there is 0.66 ringgit of debt. For the comparison between Inari Amertron and Icon Offshore is Inari Amertron more performed than Icon Offshore debts in liquidity, profitability, and financial stability. As a suggestion is, Inari Amertron can maintain its low level of debt. At the same time, Icon Offshore debt should work toward reducing its high dependence on debt to lower its financial risk. The company should improve by managing cash flows more effectively.
The financial analysis shows a clear contrast between the two companies. Inari Amertron Berhad has strong liquidity, solid profitability, and low leverage, reflecting efficient management and a stable position in the semiconductor industry. Meanwhile, Icon Offshore Berhad struggles with weak liquidity and low profitability, relying more on debt due to the capital-intensive and volatile nature of the offshore oil and gas sector. Though improvement is possible through better cost control and operational restructuring. Overall, the comparison highlights how strong balance sheets and efficient operations support sustainable growth, while high leverage limits flexibility. This project also strengthened our understanding of liquidity, activity, profitability, and leverage ratios and how they guide financial assessments and decision making.